Good morning. Woo! Good morning, everybody. It is Friday. A gosh darn Friday, I do declare. It's been a bit. Why is the stream not starting? Stream should be starting. Stream should be starting right there. Right then and there right now. It's right there. I don't see it not starting. It looks like it's working and all that and whatnot, I do declare. It's called just letting myself get my cup of coffee, for goodness sake. Golly. You think do I look like a morning person to you? No. I should be out jogging or something this morning, but I'm not. Instead, I'm at my computer reacting to One Piece. Because we got to. I did not want to wait till like after. I was not going to be able to do this at noon today with work, and I did not want to wait till like 6 o'clock. Yeah. Don't tell me to rush. Don't tell me to do things. Don't. It ever goes well when you tell a reaction streamer to be like, just react, bro. Just do it. Just do it. I'm not expecting too much from this chapter. I'm expecting more of like a catch-up chapter, in all honesty. Probably a bit of like exposition type stuff, like a hey, where did we last leave ourselves? You know, because I would have liked to do that sometimes when we're away from things for a while. Give us a little bit of a catch-up on like, okay, where everything is, you know. Regardless, though, I'm excited. I'm excited that we're back. I'm excited that we're back in Elbaf with Luffy, because I've been missing the crew. What I need, I know we ain't getting it this week, but what I need eventually is a good, like, all the Straw Hats, like, in one panel, like, being like, you know. I don't think we even got really any of that in Egghead. They were all scattered. We got, like, one when they came back. When they came back, actually, from the Kuma flashback, when they were all in the things and they were all eating. I know we're not going to get something like that right now because everyone's split up, but eventually I would like everyone to get back together and do a cool pose, and it'd be like, my crew, we're all back together, being relevant in the story once again. I heard about all the stuff. I'm excited because I was actually into Dragon Ball before One Piece. Like I was not super into Super, but I caught the tail end of watching Super, at least the dub, weekly, when it was coming out during like the universe like survival arc during the big tournament. Like I had been like watching all of Dragon Ball, like from like the very first episode for like a really long time. And then I caught up with Super, which is crazy to think. Even though it had already been done for a year, but like the dub was still coming out weekly, technically. And that was still a lot of fun. I really like the universe survival arc. The Tournament of Power. I like the Tournament of Power a lot. I think it's a lot of fun. I remember having a lot of fun watching it. I like Destro and Topo and all of them. Jiren's okay. I thought those fights were pretty darn cool, though. It's been a bit, though. That's not an OG. Those were coming out in like literally 2020. 2019, maybe. No, it was 2020. I know where maybe it was 2019, actually. Is when the golly, that's how long it's been. And then like Broly. The Broly movie is like literally in my like top 10 favorite films ever. Like I love the Broly movie way more than any One Piece movie. Like absolutely. I don't know much about Moro. I mean, like I know like I've heard bits and pieces of it. Maybe I'll read. I might eventually read all of Dragon Ball. But if I can just watch Moro, then that'd be pretty good. I've watched all of the OG Dragon Ball from the 80s and stuff. That's all good stuff. That is all Magnifico stuff. You know, who didn't watch DBZ a little bit as a kid on the Cartoon Networks and the Tsunamis and the whatnot? But yeah, no, I was into all of that before I even like looked at One Piece. Yeah, Super Broly. I haven't seen original Broly. I've seen actually a self-report. I didn't actually watch any of Dragon Ball proper until after I had watched all of the DBZ abridged first. That was my Dragon Ball literally for me. Was DBZ abridged. And then it wasn't until like way later that I actually watched it proper. I was like, oh, yeah, all checks out. They're both good in their own ways. I do like DBZ abridged. I haven't actually watched it. I'm fine. I like the original Dragon Ball. I don't need a remake. I want to see the new stuff. I've been waiting for them to. I want to see Super continue with Moro. That's what I want to see. I want to see a continuation. But you know, it is what it is with the creator not being alive anymore. Now I have to deal with that with two of my favorite series now, which is not great. But enough about that. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and start. DBZ Abridged is very funny. And I was in middle school and high school at the time when it was coming out. So it came out at a pivotal times for me, at least. We're there. There we go. We're going to start. We're in a good mood. I'm not expecting the craziest thing in the world. I just hope Luffy's in it because I put Luffy in the thumbnail like I do to Claire. I'm excited to see Luffy again, but I have a feeling it's gonna be a little bit of like, ooh, this is where this person's at, this is where this person's at. Maybe some talking and whatnot. I don't know. But we got Bon Clay at the very beginning. Can't believe that guy's alive. Will he be relevant in the story proper? Maybe. How will I feel when that happens? I don't know yet. But right now, we are just in this limbo mode where he is in the cover story. Cover request. I don't know if I was... Oh, man. I remember... I was watching it, like, super early on, though. I was watching it, like, when they were still, like, doing, like, the Frieza saga. Like, back... I remember watching DBZ Abridged back in... I remember watching it on my iPod Touch. I'm pretty sure before the YouTube app even had a search thing. Like when it came out, which would have been like 2008 or 2009. So I had been watching Abridged for a long time. But yeah. All right. Bon Clay, doing Bon Clay things. There's a swan with a straw hat. Theorists go nuts over that. And a crown. Ooh, is that the emu crown? Ooh. Ooh, the swan. Emu and Luffy putting on makeup together. What is being said? What is being said here? Why is the emu swan and the Luffy swan putting on makeup in the background? What is being said here, Oda? I don't know. That's probably not emu. It's probably just some random crown, but I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about, Oda, with that. All right. 1172. The Elbaph I admire. Let's turn you down a little bit more. The lift ascends to the Sun Realm. All right, so they're going back up. They're whirring back up on the thing, on the tree. Good-looking tree. There are 3 foes up there. Their objective is clear. They plan to abduct 10 children from Elbaf. Okay, so this is going to be like a, hey, Guys, remember what was going on up there? They were abducting children. That was their main objective, by the way. Don't forget. 3 foes. And take them to the Holy Land. The children will serve as living shields, leveraged to turn the warriors of Elbaf into battle thralls. Okay. Child slavery. Not great. Not great. There's Chopper. Chopper's looking all right. Were his horns always that vertical? I don't know. Those are crazy. He draws Chopper now. It's crazy. 3 humans did all of this? To think that not even the giant warrior pirates or Yasan could stop them. Sorry, I have no excuse. What are my puppies doing over there? Puppies! Sit. 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 They may be kids, but they're still giants, right? How can 3 people our size move them? One of these 3 is a woman with a strange arrow ability. The children are unable to resist her. All right, we're just getting a good old recap of like, hey, this is what these are the 3 people that are our enemies, and here are their powers. Here's how you can defeat them with Conqueror's Hockey. But you gotta be better at your Conqueror's Hockey. Is this gonna be the chapter? I see Sanji. Sanji's here. Maybe Sanji's gonna learn something today. They just keep marching toward the West Village Harbor. It's all over if they reach a ship and escape to sea. It'll all come down to that. I mean, I don't know. There could be cool naval battles. That's what I want. I want. I'm not saying this is gonna happen. This is just my wish. Is that the final war is like a big like Pirates of the Caribbean 3 like naval battle where it's just like in the middle of the ocean and it's just like people like actually swinging across from ship to ship and fighting like that. It wouldn't be viable because people's powers are too overpowered that everyone would just like destroy ships immediately and stuff. But I wish we had a fight like that. How many main villains has Luffy defeated on a ship? He defeated Foxy, and I guess he technically defeated Hody on the Noah. I don't know if there's any others where Luffy like defeated the villain on a boat. And like Alvida, I guess. Technically, if we're going that far back. Maybe it was a foreshadow. Oh yeah, that'd be. Man. Once we're done with Elbaph, like that's the type of stuff that we expect. Oh my goodness, you puppy! That's the type of stuff we're expecting to get out of in this story, man. We're heading there quick. We're heading there quick. Sorry, my dogs are going crazy now. They just got their food. Why can't we just take the kids back? Why can't we just take back the kids? One of the 3 is a man named Summers. He's a jobber. I defeated him multiple times. He's a loser. You should have seen him in the flashback. I didn't even fight him in the flashback, and he's still scared of me. I know a bit about him. He became a briar man after eating the thorn fruit. He can freely manipulate vines with sharp thorns. The vines can become transparent, and he's wrapped them around the children. Okay, this is just straight up a hey. Remember these guys? It's been a while. We were hanging out with Harald for a while, guys. Yes, the Sea Beast and Alvida, and then Foxy, and technically Hody. And then everyone else, I think he's defeated on land. I don't think, besides like little jobbers and stuff. But it's been a bit. I don't have an encyclopedic knowledge of One Piece that I wish I did, or at least I think that I did when I was reading this. When I was binging all this like 4 years ago. It's been a little bit. You know what? Actually, no. The last guy. The last guy he defeated, who technically Saturn, that was on a ship. So no. So there we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, no, he did the big punchies of Saturn on the ship. So I'm getting what I want. I'm getting what I want. Why am I complaining? So we can't grab them? That's so cruel. Indeed. They're as tough as iron. If we clumsily try to get the kids to break their line formation, they'll turn into pincushions. We got to use conquerors, okay? It has been 6 months. It's been a long time. I miss Luffy. It's been set up so that they'll hurt each other. Yes, because if they stop, it crashes. And on top of that, the last one seems to have the power to make nightmares come true. The things the kids find scary have come to life to prevent their escape. It's crazy that these guys, the new giant pirates, like our crew kinda here, have not interacted with the villains at all. They're the only people who haven't. Him and like Luffy and Zoro. I'm like, how are these chuckleheads gonna turn the tide? Hi, Sunny. Sunny and Chopper together. Sunny and Chopper. Yeah, what are they gonna do? What is that? What is the homie with the homie shield gonna do? I'm not gonna act like I remember everyone's names. I barely remember Gerd's name. I didn't even remember it was Gerd's name until now. What are they gonna do? Especially if none of them have Conqueror's Haki. Like, what is the plan here for these guys? Because it's like, hey, Zoro and Scopper and Luffy and Loki have Conqueror's Haki and can do something about them. Thank you. I know they are cute. But what is everyone else going to do? I guess these guys are just going to like, I don't know, because it was like a big deal when Loki hit the big giant nightmare skeleton a second ago, and they were running away from it. Already. So it's just like, if they can't fight the nightmare creatures, who are they going to fight? Gunko? No. Person Zemu right now. Who are they going to fight? Summers? No. What, Gerd's going to fight Summers? Who's going to fight Summers? Besides Sanji. Yeah, Goldberg. Yeah. Does he suspiciously? Maybe he does later, but he hasn't in this chapter. Is he even in this chapter? Has he even been shown? Man, I really wish there was... I did like the flashback, but... Man, they really gave Harald the short end of the stick. Where they did... I was hoping there would be, like, more... We would learn more about him. We really didn't get any new perspectives from Harald to really like be like, hey, this guy is important. I don't know. Well, it's very small. If you can see, I have little circles. So it's my work now, actually. It's transformative. I put little circles on top of it. So I gotcha. Things the kids find scary have come to life to prevent their escape. The kids may appear to just be waddling along in broad daylight, but it seems impossible for anyone to stop them. The intruders have set up some sort of twisted game with their three abilities. Oh, right, it is a game, yeah, like Skype. We'll save those kids no matter what. Good job, Harald. Being smart. Puppy doggy. Seems like the quickest solution is to target the three ability users. It seems like the quickest solution is to fight the only three people that we need to fight. There's only three people here. What's our solution? We need to fight those three people. Oh, really? Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that? Even if they're as immortal as they claim, there should be a way to take them down. We could try trapping them, or crushing them, or even eating them. Maybe even eating them. Who the heck is it? Who is this feller? This is what people were saying in Wano when we were trying to fight Kaido. Like, we could try trapping him, crushing him, maybe even... You know what? No one said maybe we should eat Kaido. I wasn't. I wasn't. It is a game. Sounds promising. Let's do this. What? That's all you have to say? They're like, hey, they're immortal, but what if we try eating them? And just someone goes, yeah, I guess that's Scobber being like, yeah, sure, Goldberg. We'll just eat them. No, we're gonna put a pin on that. We're not gonna erase that off the list of possibilities. We're gonna actually leave that on there. Okay, yeah. Y'all were glazing these three guys up, being like, these guys are really, really powerful. And then y'all's solution was like, hey, maybe we should eat them. And then Scopper's like, okay, sure. Sounds like a plan. Let's do this. What do you mean? What do you mean? We come up with a real plan first. That sounds promising. No, we need like a real plan right now, Goldberg. Oh no, they're gonna be in for a rude awakening when they get up there, especially when they see all the giant Domi Reversey giant pirates. When they see Dorian Broggy, they're gonna be like, oh no. What? Maybe we should try eating Dorian Broggy. Goldberg, you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that. You're not bigger than them. He must be that guy. Goldberg just must be that guy. I better see him actually eat something now. Obviously, I'm reading into this too much, but it's whatever. It's whatever. He wasn't in the rest of it until there, but he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna eat someone. I'm gonna eat someone." I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to be taking out of this chapter, but I'm just happy that I'm able to do this with my voice not being terrible, because for like the past 4 months, I would only be able to do these streams with a terrible voice, and it feels good to not. All right. So they're up there, and they come across a big worm, nightmare, and a Viking nightmare. He's going, what? He's like, you saw the skeleton. You saw the Draugr downstairs. That's what you should be expecting. You should be like, oh, this is beyond. Oh, he's like, oh boy, rude awakening. Maybe the, hey, we'll just eat them plan isn't going to work after all. This is beyond anything I imagined. Are there no limits to these nightmare monsters? Look at that. Is that the great Eric? Eric. Is that a Cyclops? Are there Cyclopses in Norse mythology? I've been playing a lot of Hades. Hades 2. Hades 2, game of the year. I'm like, Cyclops, ooh. There's Nika. There's the ghost with the hat. There's the fun lightning feller. Where are they? And they're very small. That is the ship all the way down there. Quite small. What are you going to do? Wait, how many? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Did you redraw this like 4 times? How many great Erics are there? There's 1, 2, 3. There's 3 of just the helmeted swordsman. You know what? He does have the big bomb shield. He does have the homie. Imagine Big Mom being relevant in the Elbaph arc. Am I right, fellas? Dory and Broggy were aboard it earlier, leading the charge with their crew, but they were shot down by those monsters. That can't be. Is that you, Hiruden? Kashi! Kashi's not dead yet. Kashi-san, I'm glad you're okay. I was in the realm of the dead. Tell me what's going on. You won't believe this. Listen closely. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Maybe. Possibly. Dorian Broggy, you're trying to kill Eder Ja Rule. They all went crazy. Please, you've got to stop them. Up in there, you're going. And okay, these Vikings are still fighting up here. Kashi, what about the children? Ripley and the others went after them, but we've had no word on their status. The kids may have already reached the harbor by now. Man, this guy was in Innie's lobby. This guy, man, this guy's been in the story for a while, and he's still going. Hey, Roto, listen. Roto, are you important? Bjorn was taken. Bjorn was taken? Is that a child? I don't think so. My little brother's one of the hostages. Whoa! Okay. Bjorn. I don't remember which kid that was. I'm trying to think. I mean, I feel like there was one that was like big and dumb looking. There was like a fatter one. Maybe it was not fat though. He's just got a weird nose. He's zooming out. I'll join you. Me too. Hey, Kashi, which way's the school? Nabi-san and the rest should be close. Can you hear the fire? It's coming from both the school and the library. No, I forgot about the books burning. Why is it on fire? Because this is One Piece, and every single climax has it on fire. Which one doesn't? Annie's lobby, it's on fire. Punk Hazard, I'm pretty sure that was on fire. Yep. Dressrosa, I don't think there was a fire in Dressrosa. Skypiea, fire. Wano, fire. Big fire in Onigashima. You know, got to have Jinbei here to deal with the fires. Egghead, yep, that whole place there was a big fire subplot in that. And then Elbaf, I guess there are now two different ones. Because there was the first one where Loki caused the fire with the lightning. And then this is a separate catching on fire thing that Killing Him did. The emo hair one. Okay, gotcha. I wonder, I'm sure that some people had already been like, that's probably someone related to Roto. Someone already theorized that, I'm sure, but I don't know. But fire plot to get the story moving forward. Because that's what Oda does to move things forward. Is to make half the island catch on fire. And it gives Jinbei something to do. It's like, hey, Jinbei, you got something to do now. Good for you. Anyway, you said Dory and Broggy have gone crazy? That's right. Whoa, map piece! Oh, it's been so long. We got map piece. It's map piece, baby. My favorite time. Oh, man, it's been a while. Like, since we've really gotten... we got a little bit of that in God Valley, but that wasn't as important. But, oh, boy, we got map piece is back. Where we got to show everything. How are y'all rules? In trouble. All right. Where is everyone? Saul, dead. School and library, on fire. Current location, everyone. Really? Yeah, that's all of them. Golly. Chopper's there, too. And then Yarl's in the village. And I guess that's where... that's where the castle is. And then that's where the ship is. And we don't really know where. Oh, and then all the things are showing where everyone is. Okay, that's so interesting. That's interesting how that... I've never seen Oda do it like this, to where, like, every single box, like, pops into where everyone is on the thing. Huh. Oh, yeah, it was there. But I get that's different. Fishman Island, it's not like Fishman Island was on fire or nothing. That wasn't ever, like, the issue. It was like, oh, no, Fishman Island's going to burn to the ground. Maybe there was a big fire. I have not read Fishman Island in a while, so maybe it requires a reread eventually. But I have other things I gotta ingest. What do I need to ingest? What did I... Last night I watched Suzume again. That's a good movie. But I haven't watched an anime in a good while. I really only watched Day to Day in last year. That's really the only big thing. And like some mecha stuff. Some mecha stuff. I might have a video. I have a video that I'm going to put out soon. That I'm going to talk about some things. Certain things I ingested last year. But I got to actually work on it. All right, though. Water School. A bunch of people kind of chilling over there. Are they just chilling? Near the library. The Straw Hats! Nami! Nami's back in the story. Yay! I am excited to see the Straw Hats again. Time for Usopp to do something. I doubt Chopper will be back anytime soon. And Brook's gone! Brook's gone! Brook's gone! Brook, what you doing? Brook, what you doing? You know what? Oh my God, you're so right. Yes, Luffy. Yes, no. The literal prophecy is like, no, Luffy's gonna set it on fire. You thought you got out of it, Fishman Island. Nope. You're gonna burn eventually. You're gonna have your we're on fire moment. It can't be escaped. I don't think there was a fire in Dressrosa. Maybe there... I mean, like, obviously, like, the flame fruit, he did some flamey stuff, like, around town, but there was never... Like, the birdcage. We didn't need a big, hey, the Dressrosa is on fire subplot because of the birdcage. That was our thing, to, like, get people to move from place to place. In that one, in his lobby, they were going places anyways. That one doesn't really count, but I'm sure but those things were being set on fire a lot though. But the fire wasn't the problem in and of itself. Skypiea, I feel like there was a thing where Skypiea was being burned, but I don't remember. Alabasta, didn't know. There was no water. Having water was important and rain, but there weren't a lot of things to set on fire in Alabasta because it was already pretty sandy there. Everything was made out of clay, so you couldn't just set things on fire in Alabasta. Little Garden. That's how they defeated them. I'm pretty sure was Usopp setting the fire. That's how he beat Mr. 3. Was by setting like the whole place on fire. I'm pretty sure, and melting the wax. So there you go, fire plot in Little Garden. And they didn't really do it in East Blue. Woo! I was about to say Baratier. Well, yeah, the guy he Pearl, Mr. Pearl, bro. I love that fight. I love the Pearl fight because he's from the jungle. Yeah, he was setting Baratier on fire. Yeah, that happened. But the fire wasn't the well, I mean, the magma falling from the sky, raining down. There was magma raining down, and that was a problem. But for the most part, they were on just like one giant... It was like on a lake for most of it, so... Okay, we need to get back to this. We need to get back to the Straw Hats, because we got Nami here. Brook's gone somewhere. That's important. I hope it's important. What's he gonna do? What's Brook gonna do? Sneaking around. The library is burning. No, the books. I mean, it's a good thing that Vegapunk canonically has a memory of read every single book in that library, so he has them all he has them all memorized and downloaded in his brain in Punk Records. All of those books are in Punk Records right now. So it's actually fine. It's actually fine, Robin. They're all in Punk Records, which is now a Sky Island. So no one can even get to it. Oh, yeah, bro. Prate, so... God, East Blue's so good. All of East Blue is so good. All of it. Even Syrup Village. I don't think that Syrup Village is like the worst arc in One Piece. That's my actual hot take. Is that one Syrup Village is actually pretty good. And that all the people who are like, Captain Clawdor, Captain Kuro, his plan stunk. I bet that none of y'all fellers thought that when you were reading it. I bet when you were reading it, you were like, hey, this is pretty cool. I like this guy. He's actually pretty smart. And then you watched like 1 or 2 YouTube videos being like, actually, Captain Kuro's plan didn't make any sense. And then your dumb brains were like, you know what? His plan didn't make any sense. Syrup Village is actually bad. That's how it was. People like to retroactively be like, this is actually bad. Even though when you're reading it, you're like, this is the coolest thing in the world. You know? That's what I've been saying since like day one. About like, hey, don't forget about that. Why is this library important at all? I said that like super early on. Like, what is the point of this whole library thing? If it's already been said that he did save them all. We need to get rid of those arrows before the kids are carried off. Good. Nami. Caring about children. We love it. Sorry, Dory. Master Broggy. I can't stand seeing you like this. Then do something about it. You gotta do something about it. I mean, y'all are in terrible thorns. I mean, y'all look just... No, y'all are tied up while she is thorned up. Oh, yeah, Robin's got it way worse. Really, only 4 of them, though, right there. Kill Yarul. Please stop. Captains, open your eyes. The dummy possessed giant pirates en route West Village. They're on their way. Okay, so they're like down. They're not on the branch. Child Team Rescue, good for them. Hang in there, kids. Be gone, you vile creatures. Woo, boy, the art difference between... the art difference between Ripley and gosh, Oimo. Oh, crazy outliers. The hostage group. We're heading to the harbor, aren't we? If we get there, no whining. We're warriors of Elbaf, but we're not warriors. Which one is he? It's not the fat guy with the weird glasses that... He may be later down the line. I guess we don't actually see him. I don't think he's in this lineup. In the West Village. We have no choice, Elder Yarul. Captain Dory and Broggy won't listen to us anymore. If you want to run, I won't. If you want to run, run. I won't retreat. There's still something I've got to tell Elbaf. Ooh. Listen, people of Elbaf. I will tell you everything before I die. Elder Yarul, are late. You spilling the beans now? Because, you know, it was never had brain damage. Never had, like, the wrong side of the story. He was just keeping everything a secret for the sake of Loki. This was all Loki's idea for Yarul to be trashing him. So, don't forget that. Our late dear King Harald always believed in Elbaf coming together with the rest of the world, and that led to his attempt to join the world government. There's Emu. But his efforts were shunned and betrayed. 14 years ago, on that fateful day, I saw it with my very eyes. Harald and all those soldiers were killed by the act of a demon. Harald struggled to his last breath to keep Elbaf from falling into the demon's hands. Wait, so Loki didn't kill our king? What? This is crazy. This is actually a big deal. This is actually a big deal. Kind of convenient that it's all happening now, but okay. I held my tongue, fearing that people would rise up in revenge, leading us into an untimely war. Our king never wanted. I got another one coming. Love that. Loki took the people's anger upon himself when he sailed out to sea. They're like, what? We were all lied to. You're a liar, Yarul. He may have always been boorish, but he is innocent. What? That's the gist. But it's not quite how I'd put it. Oh, you were there. You were listening to the whole flashback the whole time too. Okay. I mean, that's another side of the story, okay? Don't get carried away, Elder Ja Rule. Look at Loki trying to be cool. Ooh, Killingham looking frisky right there. Look at that. Holy moly. Now today, 3 new demons have appeared to subjugate our nation. I had hoped this matter was behind us, but we are once more in need of great power. Seems this job's over. Guess I'll go back to sleep. You know what? Not a bad panel. Not a bad panel right there of everyone squatted up right now, you know? I mean, there's definitely a hierarchy of they're all doing their part technically with the arrows and the nightmares and the thorns and stuff. So like, I don't know, they all got stuff going on. You know, Gunko not wearing pants. We're back to that. Don't forget. Is that important to the story? Not really. Killingham's looking fly, though. Not gonna lie. I'm speaking to you now, demons. You can take our culture and our history, but let go. Well, Robin would beg to differ. Robin's like, no, don't take our culture and history. No, that's important. If you think this act will crush our spirit, you've made a grave mistake. We will not show you the same patience Harald did. You speak of subjecting us and picture our people to be your slaves. Who the hell do you bastard think you're dealing with? I mean, they're dealing with a bunch of people that are on the ground. We'll see. Who are you glazing up right now? Besides, like, hey, we got Loki coming, so. Don't be saying weird stuff like that. Not in this chat. You can say weird stuff like that in other people's chats. And that one guy who was like making cocktails, you can say weird stuff in his chat, but not mine. I saw you in that comment section. Don't think I didn't. Forgive me, little ones. Cover your ears if you can. Ooh. Well said, Yarul. The Elbaf I admire would never bend the knee. There we go. Hey. Okay, good. This is what we're wanting out of the Giants, is to, you know, nut up a little bit. If the Harley prophecies are true. Oh, okay, we're getting back to that. We're getting back to Nika stuff. You know what? It's been a while. We didn't get much. We got some hints of Joy Boy stuff in the God Valley flashback. We got like hints of Joy Boy stuff and Davy stuff. But we haven't gotten a lot of Nika stuff in a while. If the Harley prophecies are true, the world is bound to face a great divide one day. So be it. From this day forward, all Elbaf will stand against the world government. Okay. What about John Giant? What's John Giant been up to? Did you really think some thorns illusions in this little reversey game would be enough to make us bow? I like this geezer. I bet you do. 300 years ago, he was known as the strongest being to ever hail from these waters. Oh, okay, that's some glazing. And you know what? and his partner got one shot by an 8-year-old. We will never submit to your dominion. What say you, proud warriors of Elbaf? Well said, Elder Yarul. There we go. Okay, sometimes you just need a little bit of motivation to, like, you know, get things, pep yourself back up. Ah, the Elbaf I know and love is back. We get it already, Usopp. Focus on getting rid of these damn arrows. Oh, Nami. Oh, Nami. Oh, Nami. Does that mean that Usopp actually will? Because, like, that would be crazy if they, like, Summers had to be defeated again for Nami and Usopp to even be able to do anything. How did Brook get out? How did he get out? Because these, well, they're not in thorns. They're in the arrows. Let me finish. We will protect the peace Harald dreamed of. Yeah. And there they go. People are fighting them. Y'all rules right there. We're finally here. They said if we get caught up between them, it's over. They said if we get caught up between them, it's over. Don't worry. I have a plan. Oh my gosh, the Zoro glaze. Oh, the Zoro fanboys. Boy. Oh, we're so back. We're so back. Oh, Agenda Piece is coming back like full stop with the Zoro and Sanji stuff, because they're like in the same place. It's been a while since they've been in the same place fighting. Well, they separated again now, but bro, Zoro fighting real opponents again. It's been a while. I guess so, man. 300 years, yeah. I guess he was the GOAT. Jarl was the GOAT. Yorl, however, got grabbed by the beard and got bodied by an 8-year-old Big Mom. If you were assuming that those two are on comparable levels. This was a good speech. This was a good speech of him. Actually. I think this is going to be a good. I shouldn't be like, oh, this would be a really good armor. But like the first half of it was just like, hey, it's kind of what I expected. It's like a hey, Scopper just being like, so it's been a while, but here's what Gunko does. Here's what Summers and Gunko. It's crazy that there's only 3. We're only dealing with 3 guys. One of those 3 guys, is Emu, admittedly. Well, Emu being controlled, but Gunko being controlled by Emu, technically. She's not being, because this is different from Domu Reversi. She's not being Domu Reversi'd right now. She's being actually possessed. I assume in the same way that Harald was being possessed. Which means that we know that Mr. Ragnar... Man, I put Luffy in the thumbnail and he wasn't even in it. Dang it. I feel quite foolish. I put Luffy in the thumbnail. And he wasn't in it. Boy, howdy. It was a setup chapter, but that's fine. If we had another break week, I'd be a little peeved, but the first half was very setup-y, but then this actual speech was good. It made me feel good about the giant pirates, because that's been like a big contention, is just like, how strong are the giant pirates? Because people will glaze them a lot and be like, oh, they're really strong, but then they're not shown as strong a lot. And then the whole thing with Usopp not doing much in this arc, and the whole but Usopp being like, yeah, this is a good speech. These are the giants I enjoy. These are the giants that I've been looking up to for the past very, very long time in this story. They really showed everyone. Well, they didn't show everyone. They didn't show him a boy. Where is he? Nope. Where's Frankie? Bro. And what did he say? Brooks gone off somewhere. He must be up to something. Because he was super tied up. He was tied up twice as much as everyone else. He was all the way tied up, his entire body. While these, Usopp's got his hands tied up. And Nami's got her hands and legs tied up. We'll see. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it is. I think we're gonna have more break weeks this year than probably any other year. Oda's just going to start taking more of them because of his health. Now, which is good. I don't want this to end up like Berserk. Hopefully, at least enough people. He's told enough. I think he's told enough people the ending to where we'll get the ending, regardless. It wouldn't be the worst. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna go down that road. But I assume that we will see more of that in the future. More breaks from Oda. But luckily, after something like this, I mean, January is always a weird month. I haven't done much in January either. It's still January. We're about to get into the Februaries, which is crazy. And then maybe we'll get more chapters, and I'll be able to do more chapter reactions. I'm excited to have reactions with Zoro doing cool stuff again. Man, back to just like, ooh, Zoro just like looking really cool at the end of things. We're back to that. We're back to that type of stuff. And someone having a plan, plans in my One Piece, saying you have a plan before doing something, is your plan, Zoro, is your plan, I'm going to walk up to I'm going to cut Dory's head off? Is it going to be, hey, I'm going to slash him really hard? And then Zoro's going to be like, oh, he regenerated. Because he hasn't gone up against a regenerating person yet. He hasn't. Has he cut anyone? Because he just clashed with Gandhi. The last person he really cut up was Luffy. And he clashed with Gandhi. And then he fought a cat and Roto in the story. What has he done? He killed a rabbit. And he off-screened a rabbit. A rabbit. I don't think we're going to get a Yarul in his prime thing. I think that was just like some glazing. Like 300 years ago, he was the strongest being. But a lot of people have been born in the past 300 years. Guess what? And from Elbaph specifically, too. And also, he is very old. And also, he is not Domi Reversied right now. Is his hand all the way on again? Because last time it was like still like kind of off. It was like floating. I don't know. Don't worry, I have a plan. We'll see what Zoro's funny plan is. He did regenerate, yes, technically yes. That was before he knew Conqueror's Haki. I mean, since he's learned Conqueror's Haki. Like he has not fought anyone with. He has not fought any God's Knights yet, as far as I know. I don't think he has, and he has not fought any Domi Reversied people or anything with that specific je ne sais quoi. So we'll see if he's gonna like come out the gate already negating that, or if he's gonna have to learn like, oh, they regenerate. Was he even there when they were yapping about that? I think so, right? Yeah, because he was with Harald. He's right there. Even if they're as immortal as they claim, there should be a way to take them down. We could try trapping them or crushing them, or maybe even eating them. I don't see Zoro trapping them, crushing them, or eating them. So, see, that's the type of humor, where it's just like, okay, you're talking about knots and opening his eyes to see his Rasengan or whatever they're called. No, that's not it. What's it called? Rasengan's the thing that Naruto does with his hands. Whatever that is. I don't remember any of the dumb names from Naruto. I dropped it. Maybe I'll get back to it eventually. I finished Berserk, so maybe I can get back onto Naruto now. Maybe eventually. Man, though, I don't want to have to start remembering all the names, all the silly names and that. Okay. I'm at overtime right now, but this was a good chat. I like this chapter more than last chapter. Last chapter I was very tired too. I mean, I was very tired today as well, but I needed to put a little bit more energy into this than I did last week. And I was yapping about Berserk a lot last week, but I'm gonna do that a little less now. Now I'll do that a little bit less now. We'll keep it on topic a little bit more. now that I'm away from it a little bit, I can be like, okay, I can just enjoy One Piece again. I'm gonna enjoy it more when I see Luffy, though. I wanted to see Luffy. I want to see the Straw Hats do something. Boy, howdy! If Zoro does something really cool next week, I'll be very, very happy. I'll be happy if Zoro does something cool. Oh yeah, no. For sure. I don't even remember what happened last chapter. Some stuff happened. Loki hit a guy. I'm excited. I'm excited. Like, we are just like in an actiony One Piece arc that is not a flashback with the Straw Hats, which is what I want. We haven't gotten that since Wano, which, I mean, I go back and forth on Wano. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, it stunk, and I can think of all the bad things about it, but then sometimes I'm like, man, Act 3, though, man, Roof Piece, though, so good. Man, that stuff was good. Man, that stuff was good. Remember when Nami was fighting Ulti? That was pretty neato, wasn't it? Remember King and Queen? Remember Queen? Queen was really cool. Remember when Queen turned into a snake? Remember when Queen turned into a snake? That was the craziest thing that ever happened in the world. Bruh. If I speak about Sanji in Act 3 of Wano, if I speak about the Queen fight, so good. All right. This means it's been an hour. Usually whenever the music fades, that means it's been exactly an hour. So that means I need to go. Yeah, I need to get to work. But we'll be back. I don't know, next Thursday or Friday. I don't know if it'll be during noon or in the morning. I like these morning ones though. But thank y'all for joining today. As I said, Sunday we got a D&D stream. The D&D streams, our third session will be starting on Sunday, hopefully, if everything works out correctly. So if you see that show up on your timeline on Sunday, give it a little watch. It might be something interesting. But besides that, all I've got going on is that, and then these streams, and maybe I might come out with a video soon. But I am bad at promising those things. But regardless,